Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Hang on one second. I think I'm dead. Yeah, I think I'm dead. Hang on one second. Checking. What's good? And welcome to another episode of Life Gang. We are here live. I like to do live shows. You get real reaction, nothing rehearsed, real emotion, real, real. And you know the title. You see the title if you're watching. Um, and we're talking about the Fresh and Fit versus Albert Preach beef, controversy, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? Now, what's going on is basically Fresh and Fit had Abram Preach. These both two competing YouTubers. I'll go through just a little background on it. So, Fresh and Fit, they have this huge podcast in Miami studio. They built it up from the ground up. Uh, never been done like that before, which was cool. Um, the content they have the content really varies, but they do have a lot of they have a lot of girls on their show, IG models and OnlyFans, and the like raunchy shit like that. OnlyFan models, but also they have they do a lot of good. Like they help, they give credit tips, they give advice on real estate. So it's more of a dating podcast, but also more of a self improvement. I guess if you're looking for those type of topics. Now, I mean, Fresh and Fit, they do a nice job for what they do. Like the way for what they do, it had to be done that way, especially in Miami. So they definitely knew what they were doing, and they set up the business in the right model. Albert and Preach, they are a duo from Canada. Well, not from Canada. First of all, none of these dudes are actually from America. Let's get that out of the way. None of these dudes are actually from America. You know what I'm saying? You got uh Myron, whose real name is some other shit. The niggas are fed. Anyway, I'll get into that later. But you got Myron, you got Myron and Will, which is Fresh. Myron is from Sudan, and Will is from Barbados, if I'm not mistaken. So Fresh and Fit, they're from Sudan and Barbados. And then Albert and Preach, Albert's from Ethiopia, and Preach is from Haiti. So that's another dynamic. And they reside in Canada. Now, that's that's kind of like the background. Now, Albert and Preach, their channel is, they talk about everything. Like, they have a real nice channel. They're funny sometimes. They're real, they're real, like, and I really like their commentary because they come from a real place, like not this this bullshit out here, not this fake facade, not trying to chase cloud or do anything like that. That's just me personally, because I'm not like that. So, I can definitely I like their content as far as what they do. Now the beef started so they were on their pod. Albert and Preach were on Fresh and Fit podcast. What, 4 months ago? Yeah, 4 months ago. And they were having a discussion, right? Actually, if I can pull up a video here of them discussing that. Hang on one second. But basically what happened was they were discussing would it be smart, right? To one second. Here we go. Would it be smart for like the just legalize prostitution or whatever? Like, would it be beneficial or whatever for men? So Auburn Preach, really Auburn, he was like, he didn't care. You know what I mean? If you want to pay for it, you're gonna pay for it, and there's always gonna be those type of women out there that will take, that will like that. So that are like that. So yeah, he's they're that's what their contrasting views were. Sorry, that's what their contrasting views were. So Fresh and Fit, they were like, nah, I don't pay for box. Real niggas don't pay for box, And then the shit that I'll let them tell you, man. Like the shit's crazy to me. I'm gonna push this back to about right here, and I'm gonna play this video for these guys so you see what's going on. Theater mode right there. You see the video. So they made a video about the topic that they were discussing on the show that they had with Auburn Preach and or Fresh and Fit. They were on the Fresh and Fit show in Miami, and basically they were discussing and they disagreed basically, right? And so I guess the beef stemmed from that, but the beef really happened. Like they disagreed on a podcast, agreed to disagree, and it was cool. But the thing is when Auburn Preach made a review video about this specific topic, and here it is. Yeah, that pissed them off. I can tell they got to him. Your soul, like, what is you talking about? But go ahead, I'm gonna let them. Yeah, he was wild. He was being, respect. So they basically go at break it down. They go at these guys, man. Basically saying like y'all fake, y'all pay for pussy, y'all are or excuse me, pay for box, y'all out here teaching to these young men, but y'all are not actually practicing what you preach. You in chicks DMs, you thirsty. You know what I'm saying? They got shit where they got screenshots of him telling the chick. Now at first he was saying like, hey, and they got videos, all this shit up. Fresh and Fit did a 4-hour like damn near 5-hour stream on it, like just going at all the allegations from their perspective. My only thing was with this whole beef, bro, like you can break it down, whatever. It's two things that stood out to me. One was it's another example of why black men, it's hard for black men in America under this construct to work together as you go up to higher levels. Because the higher we go up together, a lot of us had that crab in the bucket mentality, especially niggas like Myron and Fresh. Because, from my opinion, just because Myron was an ex-Fed, like he was sold on a meritocracy, right? So you're a Fed agent, and I know how can I say this? I know for a fact how how that job has a lack of integrity. Like they would do anything for cases. They'll do anything to get their case prosecuted, to close it. So there's no integrity in that job. Just from my perspective, and just talking to people I know, police officers I know, FBI agents, that I know, some guys I grew up with that are in law enforcement. So, they don't have a lot of integrity when it comes to their job. Now they do their job correctly. That's two totally different things. But how they get to the end result, they don't have a. It's not all peachy how they try to make it in the movies. These are some fucked up people. But I say that to say this, man. Like these dudes, basically, they were able to grow their podcast very fast, mainly because of the content. And you bringing chicks on, dudes gonna watch. You know what I'm saying? Like you bring chicks on your show, he's gonna watch. Like that's just what it is. That's why any random okay looking chick on IG has several 100,000 or tens of thousands of followers at least. So just understand that, like, that's gonna happen. Now knowing that, the other thing that stood out to me is like I said before, this stood out to me because I think shit could have been handled a different way. Like, yeah, you got a problem. I'm talking about Abram preaching in this moment. Yeah, you got a problem with what they think, and you know what I'm saying, and how they feel about paying for box or whatever. Y'all got a difference of opinion. Cool. What I didn't like about it is you knew you were going to do this content, and see what happened. What came out later on was somebody put a battery in these guys back, sending these guys information. So basically, somebody sent Abra and preached some info. Basically the screenshots, like him trying to, and they're going to go through it in the video. Actually, you know what? This is the first video they made after that. This review video, so I'm gonna let it go and play a little bit. Let me move it along. Okay, hang on. I don't think I got the audio. 1 second. My apologies. My apologies, y'all. We we're building it as we go. I don't have an engineer or anything, so it's just me. So bear with me. Sorry about that. If you guys missed the first.
All the time. Controversial opinions. Why the women that you've been with?
Go back.
Look at your face right now. You're looking at
Go back.
They look at you as
legalized, and so they asked me and preachers.
Sorry about that, y'all.
And this is what happened.
Picture this though, right? We're dealing with these girls behind the scenes in person, right? How they look at these guys that are paying is different from what they're telling you in person, because they look at you as, okay, he's paying a need that I have, but I don't respect him. And for me, I don't want a bitch's pussy. I want her soul.
You ain't getting nobody's soul. The fuck you think you are, Ghostbusters?
This man said her.
I need to say the soul, bro.
Look at your face.
No,
right
you're
now.
not.
You're looking at the camera like, what is he talking about?
Nigga, man, you're
I don't
no
know where
player,
the whole
bro.
souls comment came
I was
from.
like this. You want a soul?
That's corny. That's super corny. But anyways,
I want her respect. So I get what you're saying, bro. Like, I'd rather be the guy behind the scenes where she's, oh, baby, I love you, whatever. And then she's showing me, oh, look at all these thirsty guys in my DMs want to pay me for sex. Like, I'd rather be that guy behind the scenes and not the guy that's actually paying for it.
And you talk about the respect. Let me ask you something. All the girls you smashed,
Yeah,
If I talk to every one of them, you think they all respect you or are going to say good things about you?
Yes,
All of them?
all of them. You know, okay.
Okay. You know what's the best part?
This nigga has a
The
false
last
sense of
few years,
reality.
They were going crazy.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were just going, Cap, that's a lie. I'm sorry. Okay. I
I'm gonna
don't
skip ahead.
Yo, believe what you're saying, but
go talk to all these ladies. Some of them will not return your messages. Some of them will not want to talk to you.
some of them blocked you.
But so we came up with a couple of reasons. Some of the bigger ones was the girl's not going to respect you on the same level. You're not going to get that genuine desire bedroom fun. You're going to get that transactional fun, which for some guys that's good enough. Number two, she ain't going to respect you.
Nigga, people go on your show and disrespect you for free. And you kick them out. Isn't that true?
That's true.
So it's like this whole idea you're going to get respect from these ladies if you don't. That's not true at all.
That's not how it works.
That's not true at all. But anyways,
And then number three, what I've experienced with a lot of guys,
It sounded like
coaches,
an entitled
hundreds, if
law
not thousands of men
enforcement
at this
type
point, is a lot of guys that do this all the time and pay for it. What happens is they start to have a very negative feeling towards women. They have a deep resentment towards them because they kind of see the dark side of female nature with that, where they don't, they can no longer look at women with the same objective lens. They start to resent them and hate them because they're like, I have to pay this girl my hard-earned money to get any type of attention from her, and they don't really experience the benefits that come from dealing with women, and it gets them very jaded.
okay. All right. So you said a lot right there. What are your thoughts on the first 3 points?
No, guys are going to feel a lot of resentment. Actually, most of the clients that these women have don't resent them. They know that it's on a regular, like it's on.
He said
a,
resent women,
transactional
bro.
basis.
I
And
think
that's
this is where he missed because I could tell this nigga. But I agree with that point about it. Men will end up, well, certain men. If a man is in a broken place, he's gonna start resenting because he gets out of the transactional part of it and like, hey, I'm paying for this and getting this, and he's actually thinking that means something. So for a man, if you think paying for sex actually means something other than sex, then yeah, you're gonna wind up resenting women after you pay for it. I mean, they just after you pay for sex, you're gonna wind up resenting women. If that's your that's how you move. You know what I'm saying? But manicure nigga, manicure this motherfucker. Anyway, yeah, that's my opinion, man. I agree with to that point, but these niggas, man, I don't know. I don't think being in that particular paying for box makes you resent women unless you're a dude that's looking for something more than what you paying for. If you look for more than what you paying for, yeah, you're gonna resent women. Yeah, you're gonna resent women. It's just what it is. I'll continue.
But they're there. Most clients.
I'm gonna skip ahead because he said some profound shit later
and
on.
These high value dudes or dudes who got all this money pay for this is because they get the best out of these ladies. They get the best out of them.
You're professional.
When they show up on time. They don't get flaked on. When you're paying somebody, you get flaked on. You ever had somebody ghost you for a date? That happens, right? When they show up, they make sure everything's taken care of because they're there to cater to their client. Everything has got its use. A lot of these dudes are married. They have their wives at home, but when they want to get their rocks off or want to get it good, their wife can't always do everything they need, even though that woman loves them and desires them.
So by that logic, you go to a restaurant, you're not going to get the best because it's transactional. No, you go to a restaurant, it's transactional. It's better than, a home cooked meal is better. There's some pretty good restaurants out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, going to a restaurant is a crapshoot of what you're gonna get though. That's just being real. Unless you just, there are very good restaurants, and you frequent them. You know what you're gonna get pretty much for the most part, because they are gonna hire the people to provide the quality of service. That's aligned with their reputation. So definitely, I agree with that to a certain degree. But he did say some real shit a little bit later. I'm not gonna get into it. I just like to actually them breaking down the video points. Or the points in the video, I'm sorry.
That's crazy to me.
And also remember this, right? When you're paying for the P sleeve or the P box, what happens is you get lazy. So
Yeah, that too,
all
yeah.
the game is out the window now because guess what? Now you're relying on your money, leading with your wallet to get the girl.
Yeah.
But once again, that girl's only there for the money, so there's no respect.
Who cares? If you're only there for the sex, why do you need her to have burning desire for you?
Because these are niggas that want more out of a woman than what they paying for. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. All right, so I ain't playing no more of that shit. Look, this is what I'm gonna give y'all the real, man. You know, I'm a real dude. I'm from West Atlanta, West Side Atlanta. You know, I say West Atlanta because I just said that shit just because I've been here in Texas too damn long, to be honest. But I'm from the West Side, man, of Atlanta. You know, and humble dude. I came from a good Christian home, had a single parent, but I had a hell of a lot of influences and a lot of family. My family's big as fuck. And these niggas, man, just my humble opinion, these niggas ain't no players. They don't know how to get women. And these are, let me tell you something, these are dudes like, you know how you growing up with somebody like, you know, everybody like, you have these dudes that the girls gravitate to. You know, they just natural. And then, or you know what I'm saying, you just have dudes that are just naturally cool, right? Just naturally cool niggas. Everybody want to fuck with them. They just want to be around them just because of how they move, they energy. And then you got niggas that are bitch made ass niggas, right? Or just niggas that's always that are not that, right? And so sometimes those dudes resent, you know what I'm saying? And so, and you got these other dudes, right? And they only cool for the shit they got. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you was a dude that, you know, you went hang with this nigga or whatever growing up, but he always had the goddamn the new video game, or he always had the new toy, or he always had the new race car, or he always had a, you know what I'm saying, he got a go-kart or a dope bike or whatever. You know, and you know what I'm saying, he had the cool shit, but he wasn't really cool, but he had all the cool shit. That's what Fresh and Fit reminds me of. Dudes, they got it, you know what I'm saying? Much respect. It's hard work out here, you know what I'm saying? So they definitely built themselves up and work. So I'm not degrading that at all. Degrading at all. Much, man, hats off to y'all for being stand-up guys in that respect. But as far as actually talking about getting women, y'all teaching niggas to get women, and yeah, but you only getting women for what you got. So cool, I agree. Like every man should definitely build himself up. I mean, you can't be out here broke and dusty and shit like that. Like that ain't the move. But if you really want a woman, it's a difference. I think Ivan Peach is pointing out the differentiation between wanting to fuck somebody, or excuse me, wanting to have sex with a woman, and actually wanting something from the woman, like actually a relationship or whatever. So those are two different things. And if you want a relationship, or you looking for anything more outside of sex, and you paying, yeah, you go all these feelings that these niggas, that Fresh and Fit talking about. Yep, that's where they come from, because these are niggas that want more from a woman. They couldn't get them. They couldn't get that from a woman naturally. So they got to do it with other shit to get girls, but they realize that shit is real shallow. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit don't really have any substance in themselves. They don't have substance. That's why the women they deal with probably don't have any substance. So more than likely. And with them, or they real shallow, so they deal with them for their materialism and keep it moving. Cool. That's how it is. Like that's what I'm saying, man. Like these dudes are from that perspective. Now, what I don't agree with on Auburn Preside is I don't agree that they needed to make this video without reaching out to them boys first. And I only say that shit because I think they just didn't like them niggas. After being on their show, like, man, fuck them niggas, man. And then they got a little information from the chicks, the screenshots You know, the screenshots talking about, you know, paying for box and you know, I keep calling that shit box. I curse. So yeah, Myra had screenshots. Some chick Anna Fitness. I don't know, man. That shit just ain't my cup of tea anyway. Ain't no gospel ass nigga. But I wanted to break this down, this whole situation down, because this is an example why black men can't work together, bro. Like, or don't choose to work together because you think these societal pressures that these motherfuckers put on you, they give a fuck about you, and you use those things to make decisions. Myron, man, and Fresh, them dudes had put up a video after this one. Now, mind, this shit been going on for about a week or two. They put a video up, and man, Myron was like, we're just better than you. And I mean, dude, wow, like he was really tripping. Matter of fact, I think that was another video. I'm gonna find it and review it. But yeah, he was like, well, we're just better than you. And I was like, nigga, y'all niggas tripping. But anyway, I wanted to speak on that, man. That was my other side. That was the other part of it. Like, these niggas like just don't get it at all. They don't get that their perspective is limited at best. And I'm talking about Fresh and Fit when in regards to a lot of their dating, because I've watched their channel for a while, and I follow Auburn Peach as well. So, you know, I'm consuming the content, and it's like I know from me, these niggas don't know what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't never how I move, like to get to holler at women. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't, you know, I get where they're coming from, but they're coming in from a wrong place. Like, I personally wouldn't pay for nobody, but that's just me. But I don't have any problems with dudes that do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's him. Like, I look at it as each man has his own choice to make his own decision. Now, if we make this shit universal, the effects of it will be detrimental to what kind of build, the nucleus of a community, which is a family. And so you can't have a family if you don't have a man and a woman coming together and creating one. And yes, I said a man and a woman coming together and creating a family. I ain't say buy one, I ain't say adopt, I said creating a family. Because when you create a family, both of y'all have biological information in the child, in the family. You have legacy. You have, and both. That means both of y'all have something invested personally, not just some social shit. So, and that bond that keeps you together through bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit keeps you together through whenever the man, wild, the woman, whatever the fuck going on. Bitch, you want to be unruly. She want to be masculine and shit. You know what I'm saying? That bond is what would keep a dude with her. Now, if that's the case, because most dudes don't leave anyway, it's the women that leave. So it's just coming from my perspective, but and just my experience of what I see. Like, that's the numbers, that's what happens. And but yeah, man, that's the only thing I say that I would have an issue with. I don't think it should be globalized or like just pay, but I do think it should be legalized as far as in certain areas. Like, I think it should be a spot where you can go, and if you want to go pay for you some pussy, you can go pay for you some pussy. No problem, no question asked, nothing like that. I feel like it's a spot where you should go and be like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't feeling the wife today. I don't want to deal with that at the house. Or whatever the situation. I'm horny. She don't want to fuck. She might be whatever the situation is. Yeah. I agree with that. You should be able to go somewhere and pay, get your rocks off and bounce. Get the hell on. Cause see, most dudes who pay for box, they pay the bitch to leave. Like you don't pay, you pay her to get the hell on. But and when you're dealing with a professional woman, she already know what the move is. So she gonna make your experience the best experience. Because guess what? She made that experience the best experience for you. She gonna keep you coming back. And that's how she make her. So, you know, for dudes that try to denigrate, oh, and you pay, nah, you know, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. But I don't rock with that. But that's just me. But I don't got no problem with it, bro. I got plenty of friends that I've known that I got one problem. That's how he do. He don't give a fuck, man. He don't got time to deal with it. That's what he want to do. So that's what I'm saying. Like in this particular situation, though, I felt like these dudes. I think that Albert and Preach were wrong for not reaching out to him, be like, "Hey, bro, we're gonna make this video about y'all, about the conversation we had." So it might be some shit in there y'all don't like, but don't take offense to it. But see, that's being respectful and respecting the other person on the aisle and like, hey, nigga, I don't really fuck with you, but hey, this was about to happen. Yeah. That shit there is that's the only thing I think that was fucked up. They could have hollered at him. And I think the reason they didn't is because once they got those screenshots of text messages and DMs and shit, they were like, man, these niggas lame. These niggas don't move how they say they move. They ain't got no integrity, man. Fuck these niggas. I don't give a fuck how they feel. And that's really what it was. And so, and you can tell from the energy in the video. So I think both sides were wrong because Albert and Preach, bro, you need to holler at these folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you did, and that decision not to holler at them is what got them niggas in their feelings, because these are some niggas that we know ain't no players, bro. We know they not preaching what they practicing, what they preach, but they still, they run a business immaculately. So that's why they grown how they grown, not because of that. And I said it, but these niggas ain't got, I don't know what talent. I don't know, man, talent or whatever. Their show is only entertaining because the girls, like the girls create, like they go off the energy of the girls, and then it creates a good dynamic for the podcast. That's what I like. But other than that, man, yeah, I don't think they about that for real. Like, and then they got other dudes coming at them. Some dude they used to work with, who used to work with them, that actually recruited women to them, who brought women on to the show. He showed up there and tried to whoop, fight these dudes, and then Myron had a gun. All that shit was it was stupid drama for me, man. I'm like, y'all niggas is tripping. Y'all niggas is wilding on YouTube. And that's how I looked at it, man. Like, these niggas is really out here wilding, man. Life game. Don't be out here wilding on YouTube. Don't be out here wilding on IG. Don't be out here wilding on goddamn Facebook. Because all he's doing is you're adding to your public persona, your profile, and that shit matters. At the end of the day. Now, it don't matter to the point to where you should be validating yourself from it, you know what I'm saying, with it. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter to that point, but it does matter because that is an image that you're portraying and you putting out there that somebody can consume and think and then make decisions about you based off that image that you put out. So that's what I'm talking about. That's what we need to be more aware of, man. The shit we put out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not, saying like, I'm perfect, or I ain't talking down on nobody. I'm just making you aware of what's going on. Like, it's a life game. And one thing I know that nigga, I've had a Jay on the street give me the best advice in my life at that point. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about your status as a person, what you doing, whatever. Like, if the word come through that you get spoke, it gets spoke. If his dad's there, you know what I mean? So that's what it is. I don't like to talk about stuff that I'm passionate about, that I see that a nuanced conversation need to be had, and also things that I found that people just relay information that I think people don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like every generation, we're losing certain information. It doesn't get passed down. So it's a lot of things that my generation didn't get. You know, me being a elder millennial, I didn't get that. You know what I'm saying? But I did get a lot of things from Gen X, but a lot of things Gen Z got, we didn't pass that down. You know, we didn't, they're missing a lot of things that we didn't get. So, I mean, we didn't give to them as a generation. So that's all I'm saying. Like, we have to be more diligent, man, especially us Black men, because we got to take our communities back. We got to take our image back. We got to take our whole culture back and make it ours, in our image, the way we want, not what another motherfucker perceive us to be. So it's hard, it's tougher, it's getting tougher every year because all this shit that's going on, and then COVID right now don't make it no better. You know, they playing with us on that end. So you already know, man, like they playing with you on this end, pulling the strings, and then on this end, they giving you, you know what I'm saying, they poking you. So you just gotta keep it 100, man, all the way around. I wanted to speak on that. And like, share, subscribe, man, if you like the content. I speak from my heart, I speak from my mind. You know, I'm doing this one solo, but I always have, usually I have Mac or Steve or somebody with me. Stovall, those are my brothers, and we all try to move in a way to set examples. You know what I'm saying? So when we're doing this, it's on that purpose for our next generation, people that are looking up to say, hey, we need to move more like these niggas, not like these over here. You need to move like these niggas over here, not like these. Because it's too much of that other shit going on, and it's fucking up our community. It's been fucking up our community, but our generation is at the point where we can actually do some shit because we control a lot of what's consumed, created, and what's put out. So we got to start being more of the gatekeepers and what we allow into our culture, and what we allow our image to be. We need to project more image that reflects who we are, not a personification. So that's my spiel on that, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. A lot of changes coming up on the show. We're gonna get a lot better. I'm enjoying this, just speaking and giving you guys game, because that's where it's all started. It started, just chopping it up, and it just became an idea of mine to give people game, man, that I was given from OGs, from my brothers, from my uncles, from everybody that I've had contact with throughout my life. Like, they gave a nigga a lot of game. Some I used, some I didn't. Some I wish I used. Some you just forgot fucking and threw it away. You didn't forget, but you can't, like, man, fuck that shit. I ain't dealing with that, because you got to be in the right. That's the thing. So you got to be in the right mindset to accept things. You can hear the right information, but if you're not in the right mindset to receive it, it's like no one's talking to you. It's like talking to a brick wall. So yeah, high-headed, all that shit. But I know for a fact, if my mom was still living, she'd be proud of me, given where I came from and shit I grew up and had to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So she definitely would be proud of me, and I feel it every day in my heart. So I feel it, and that's the thing I like to portray, give you guys, man. Give it a game. My mom gave me so much game in the 14 years I had on my in my life. So she prepped me for the rest of my life. So I want that. I want to just pay that forward. Give game to the next gen, man. So they won't end up on YouTube like these fucking clowns, these clown ass niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, do it better. Understand, learn from the mistakes, and keep it moving, man. Because At the end of the day, all this shit can be taken away. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not actually grounded in something and have something established, what if YouTube shut down? What if they just said, fuck it, we shut down all the digitals? And we go into this martial law state. What's gonna happen then? So just think about that, man, when y'all out here living your life. This has been Life Game. I always remember, live for the day, plan for tomorrow, and I'm out of here. Peace. Love y'all.